Sunnyvale.
How am I doing? Yeah. How am I doing? Fucking A. It's a new year, and I thought a new approach is worthwhile. So yeah, I've been asking people lately, how am I doing? When I walk up to him, I tried it on my dad, and he took a moment. You're doing fine. You are too. I love you. You're awesome. So anyway, I'm glad to be here. It's been a lifelong dream of mine since I was about 8, 9, Thought about being on Saturday Night Live, and I just won't think about that again. No, I keep hope. You gotta keep hope alive. It can return, So I've been working on a music career since I was in high school, basically. I went to college at UC Santa Barbara, and I got a sociology degree. Someone asked me, what do you do with that? And I said, nothing. But I've learned, the way that we get along as best as I can, and that helped me out as a musician. Went out to Nashville for a couple of years, went down to LA, Topanga Canyon, West Side kind of life there, yeah. And somewhere along the lines, I found out that there's this joke that all comedians think that they can sing, and every rock star thinks he's funny. So here I am for my first comedy night, and if I don't make a go at this, I'm fucked. Like, my music career didn't pan out yet. I'm still holding out for it, like I said, I got hope. But we'll see where it goes. So my dad, I wish he could be here. I had a whole list of things to make fun of him about. But he's in Okinawa with my sister and his little grandchildren. The Marine life. My brother-in-law, he's a Marine. And so they get sent around from town to town, up and down the dial. WKRP in Cincinnati. Well, they just found out they're going to Kansas next. So they've gone from one world to another, Okinawa to Kansas. The kids are only 3 and 1. They're going to be confused or entertained or I don't know what. But I'm going to be there as their uncle. They got a good mom and dad, so it's going to work out all right, Yep. So these days I'm living up in Shaver Lake. You guys ever been up there east of Fresno? Yeah, it's a little lake up there. It's a nice place. I've had so many various jobs. Right now I'm working once again in a cafe, and I've been a personal trainer for many years. The most awkward thing about personal training is farting. I'm sitting there with this woman, and I honestly tell you, I do my best to just roll with it, with everything. I'm in it for the love and all that, and I'm like, squeeze your abs! Engage your core, come on! Squeeze your abs! I'm like, oh. I made her do that. I do not remember who it was, honestly, exactly. So you just let it go and just roll with it and try to pretend that it was a noise on a ball or something like that. So anyway, farting has come up in many a job. I was once working in a Western store tack room. I was selling boots. And this is in college, about my 3rd or 4th year, so by this time I had eaten a lot of burritos and drank a lot of beer. And I'm there during the day, and it's slow, and so I'd go down to the stock room just to pass some gas. And every time, it never failed, someone would start walking down the stairs. It's like, I'm the only one down there. I figured it started to become a story. Because they became quicker. Like, I'd get down there, they were on it. And I was like, now they're checking on me. And it was all these young girls. I'm like, you're disgusting. You're worse than my buddies. Like, I grew up with an older brother. We got some good topics going along here lately and all this stuff. And tonight, it's been a good time. Older brothers, they'll mess you up pretty good, like smell this. They were talking about sniffing asses and stuff, dogs, and all that. And you can tell if, I think that's how my brother helped to educate me. He's like, you see that? That's good stuff. You see that? That's healthy. And they go, now check this one out. ooh, that's bad. I was dropped to the floor, you know what I mean? So I learned as best as I could. I love donuts, and right now I'm living above a donut shop. It was like a big sign to me, and in fact it was a big sign. It said donuts and coffee, and I was like, yes, I'm home. I'll take this opportunity. I just started this job last week, and so I'm actually from San Jose, and yeah. I'm a horseman. I ride my horse out there. I got a horse friend around here. I'm a hiker. I go hiking. Got a hiking friend out here tonight. Mostly I just like to have excuses to have knives and big sticks. And I put them around in little places around my house. It makes me feel good. But it's 2012 and anything is possible. I mean, so there's been all this hype. And I got this Jesus look going on. And like some years ago I got this tattoo. Speaking of the black hole of the Raiders, my 49ers just lost the other day, and I was like, I'm all converted, I'm all confused, I don't know what to do because that's my one team, you know, like, how do we feel about them? They finally get this thing going, I was like, yeah, and then there's that, no. So, I was driving back down the mountain coming here for this, and I saw a Raiders thing, and I was like, yeah, that's right. They've always gotten it together, you know what I mean? Just recently I converted back from Coors Light to Bud Light. So I figured, why not? Why not give Oakland a shot? Because Oakland's got it going on right now, you know what I mean? All right. But Bud Light honestly gets you better drunk, and Coors Light just leaves you with watery shits. I know, I've taken the challenge. I was living up there, Shaver Lake, a couple summers ago, leading horse trail rides, and I did that for 5.5 months. I lived in a tent, and so 5.5 months I was using a porta potty for my bathroom, and I was the caretaker of the horse stable and leading these trail rides and all. And I figured, you know what? Things get tough, and I'd be like, squeezing it up the hill, you know, like a quarter mile, trying to get up to the porta potty, like where it was, you know, like morning after morning after morning, drinking beer and eating burritos and riding horses, and I learned that, you know what, you got to have a good attitude, and a lot of people look at me and they go, you're like a glass is half full kind of guy, right? And I'm like, no. Your glass is half empty kind of guy? I'm like, no. I'm like, I got a glass? Is this a rental? I mean, am I gonna have to pay for this glass? This is my glass? I'm fucking stoked, I've got a glass, you know? That's basically how I am. So when I was up there and it was one of those rough mornings, I'm sitting there in the porta potty and I took this little bit of advice that said, go ahead, have an anger session whenever you want one, just let it out. And this was the morning I had to get ready, so I'm talking shit to everything. I'm talking shit to the porta potty, I'm talking shit to my food that I ate over the last couple days, I'm talking shit to myself because it's my own fault for the situation that I'm in and everything. And I'm actually having a better time. A couple minutes goes by, and I'm now out of the porta potty. I'm talking shit to the trees out there. I'm like, you're just gonna turn into shit one day, tree, you know? And then this voice comes and goes, get your shit together. And I'm like laughing. Anyway, we've all got this sixth sense, and I'm gonna leave you with that. It's true, it's 2012, weird things are happening. Your sixth sense is your sense of humor. And I love you all for being out here tonight. You did great.
Jesus' brother there. I don't know what that means. David O. One more time for David O. Woo! You guys hanging in there? This has been a great show.